I don't have anyone scheduled to come on the next discussion video. I don't know. Who am I gonna get? Hey, maybe, let me try Danny. That discussion video wasn't so bad. I kind of owe him for last time because it was kind of bad. Let me call him, see what he's up to. Hey, Danny, my man.
Hey.
Yo.
What's up, dude?
Yo, I'm doing a discussion video for Dragon Ball Super episode 131. Can you help me out, man?
No, man, I can't do that right now. I'm playing Fortnite, man. There's only 2 people left. Come on. No. You made me die.
I guess Danny's not doing the discussion video with me today. Man, who else? Okay, maybe I can find something on Google Hangouts. Hey, Dragon LZ's online. Maybe I should give him a call. Let's see. Hopefully he can join, man. Like, I really need someone to be with me in this video. Can't do this video by myself because I'm so insecure about being in the video. Nah, that's not the reason. Just because I want people in collaborations. That's how it is. Hey, man, Dragon LZ, my homie. My best friend. Hey, so, just wondering, man, like, we got the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 131. You think you can join for the discussion video on my channel?
Nah, man, I'm playing Dragon Ball Fighters.
Bro, you're kidding me. You're gonna leave your friend for a video game?
Sorry, it's really important. I'm on the very last mission.
Dude, is that what everyone's doing? First it's Fortnite, now it's Dragon Ball Fighters.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, man. Thanks, man. Alright, man. You have fun with your Dragon Ball Fighters. Peace out, man. Such inappropriate people, like, leaving me for just stupid video games. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe Champ would be a great idea. Yeah, he was in one of the very first discussion videos with me. Everyone loved that discussion video. Alright, I'm gonna call him up. Hopefully he doesn't, like, leave me for stupid video games. Hey, man, Champ, how you doing?
Hey, what's good, bro? I'm doing good.
Alright, not much. I need to do the discussion video for Dragon Ball Super episode 131. You think you can join in on that?
Oh, man, you know what? I got exams studying for it. I gotta finish watching those Tokyo Ghoul. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, man, okay. Tokyo Ghoul, okay, I know where you're coming from, because that anime, it got really, really addicting. Okay, I understand, man.
Yeah, man, it's maybe the next one.
Alright, man, next one. This is the last episode.
Well...
You're losing out on something big, man.
Well, look, is that the time? Well, I better watch the next episode and write this essay. Oh, golly.
Oh, my friends are just leaving me for stupid stuff. Well, first video games, and then anime. It's a whole mess. I'm not ever gonna find anyone for my discussion video. Is that lightning? Is that lightning? Dude, it's sunny outside. How is there lightning? Wait a minute. Unless... Oh, it's a video from Daredevil19. Wait a minute. Daredevil19. Daredevil19. I think I figured out the guy who's going to be collabing in my video. Let's call him up. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Starblast Studios coming here with the brand new Dragon Ball Super discussion video. It's going to be the final Dragon Ball Super discussion video as of 2018, because it's obviously speculated that Dragon Ball Super is going to come back in 2019, so who knows? Who knows? Anyway, today, the special guest. You all know him for the toy reviews, you all know him for the unboxing videos, and you all know him for the giveaways whenever he reaches a milestone of a certain amount of subscribers. Please welcome the man, Daredevil19.
How is everybody doing today?
Oh man, we're doing fine, man. Like lately, Dragon Ball Super, it's just been one hell of a ride.
It's seemed like it kept getting better and better the more it would go along.
Yeah,
I mean, I enjoyed every arc on it, but it just gradually got better and better.
yeah. It's like I mean, especially when it's retelling all of the movies at once, which I don't even want to talk about that because like the animation and it's like the amount of the amount of actual what's the thing there's like a word where you don't feel any real threats because you already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. It's spoiled for you pretty much.
Practically, yeah. Anyway, Dragon Ball Super episode 131. This is definitely one of the most controversial episodes that's happened because it's gonna be the one that ends the series. People say they hate it. People say they like it. I personally like it, but other people say it felt rushed, which I do agree with to some extent. But I mean, they kind of have to rush it off in one episode. So yeah, like in this episode, it really all started off. And you know what, Sean? I'm gonna have you start it off just because. Special guest go first.
All right, yeah. This episode started off with Frieza and Android 17 now facing off against Jiren as Goku's down. As right now, all his power's gone because Ultra Instinct, he just overdid it with it and used all the power he could have used from Ultra Instinct. So we just had Frieza and 17. They popped up at the end of episode 130. And then they started it off at 131, so it was them two versus Jiren. And it's like Jiren was pretty much all out of power. So it was more of like an even fight this time around, because before he was beating the crap out of pretty much everybody that came up to him. So Golden Frieza and 17 were going at it with him. And then eventually, I guess, Jiren, it's like he got depressed and kind of like gave up. And then you have, Topo? Topo was kind of like giving him some words and kind of like showing him what a friend is, because Jiren really didn't have any friends, which I thought it was pretty cool how that ended too, how Jiren he didn't have any friends, didn't want any friends, didn't really care about any of that, and then at the end of the episode you see that Jiren and Topo were going to become good friends, so I like that Topo was giving him like a speech, like, come on, you're the strongest fighter out there, and then Frieza was about to take out Jiren, knock him out, and they were going to win. And then what Topo said to Jiren got Jiren. He thought about it. He's like, "Yeah, I am the strongest SOB around in our universe." And he just snapped and let out a bunch of power. And then 17 and Golden Frieza were having trouble. And then he shoots out a big blast at them. And then we got 17 and Golden Frieza struggling. Really struggling against that blast. That blast even made Golden Frieza turn back into his regular white and purple final form, so I guess that was a really powerful blast. And then you see Goku struggling, trying to get up, and you're watching like, come on, Goku, I know you're gonna get up. So
it's what he does.
Yeah, they cut back to Golden Frieza and 17, and then what did Goku do? Did he shoot a blast at it?
Like, hold on, you talking about the part where, like, Goku put his energy to kind of, recreate the barrier that was getting crushed up from 17?
When 17 and... Yeah, I forgot about that part, too, when 17 did that. No, I'm talking about the part where it was pretty much like the last blast of the last main big blast of the fight, where you thought Frieza and 17 were going to lose it, and then Goku came back in. I don't know if he shot a blast or if he just came up there and said, I can't let you guys do this by yourselves, and started helping them out. And I forgot what happened after that, but then...
Yeah, what happened was Frieza was like, hey, you promised that you're going to revive me, right? And, he's double checking with Goku because it seems like he's willing to, actually sacrifice himself. It's like, we didn't know this, but it was kind of foreseeing the fact that he is going to knock himself out along with Goku in order to get Jiren tucked out, because Frieza, he realized that if he was completely selfish until the end, where he wanted to get the Super Dragon Balls and be the last remaining fighter out there, then technically he wouldn't have been able. They probably would not have been able to win because Frieza was not helping. He was just trying to be selfish and things like that. And
yeah, this whole tournament was pretty much about the main thing was teamwork what it all boiled down to in the end.
And then the whole thing with Jiren and Frieza. Frieza, he was gaining trust because, you know, you could see the look that he got from 17. It was very similar to what he gave to Gohan, because Gohan and Frieza, when they were working together, they were showing trust. Android 17, same with Frieza, they were showing trust. It's like something that Frieza is not used to. And so, you know, I feel like Frieza...
He's not used to at all.
Frieza, he's a continuously developing character in this because of the fact that he was all sadistic and evil before, and just wanted to be a tyrannical ruler that ruled all of Universe 7, and ended up having to fight along with his enemies, who seem a lot more like companions right now. And it's really a different thing that, you know, I never would have thought. If you were to tell me that Frieza would be working to help out Universe 7 in the future, when I was at the part of the Namek arc, I never would have believed you.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have. It's kind of similar to like the Vegeta and Goku thing, in a way.
Oh, how so? Oh, like when Vegeta was an enemy at first?
Yeah, that's Piccolo, same thing. A lot of the characters eventually they'll join the Z Fighters, but Frieza, I don't think he ever will. I mean, I think he was there to help him out at that time, but who knows? We don't know what's going to happen in the future yet till the show comes back.
Yeah. Well, it could come back as Dragon Ball Ultra, because Ultra Instinct, because, you know, it was originally named because of Super Saiyan. They named their shows weirdly nowadays.
Yeah.
And then Jiren. I feel like throughout the entire Tournament of Power, Jiren seemed boring because his character was actually not an empty. It was an empty character, but it was an empty character that was developing into a character that, you know, you feel compassion for at the end, because, you know, he's learning friendships and things like that, and trust. You know, it's really really looking deep into it at this episode, because it's out there right away, and it's talked about a lot, and it just goes to show how much Jiren has changed because of these factors.
It seemed like he was becoming more of an a-hole, like towards when it was him and Goku fighting, like how he took a blast at all his friends, which I think he did that just to prove to Goku that they could have been killed at any point in time, you know. But it seemed like he did have some good development, like more towards the end, like what you were saying, the compassion for him, like how you feel for him afterwards at the end. Like they gave you a tiny bit of his backstory, really not much though, and you kind of felt for the guy then. But yeah, like you were saying, his character was pretty boring in the beginning of it, but he had some decent development towards like the middle to the end of it.
Yeah. So anyway, how did they win the Tournament of Power? Well, it all came down to Frieza and Goku actually working together. And this was a shocker because, you know, these two characters actually working together, they were in sync. I'd even go to say that Goku and Frieza were more in sync working together than Goku and Vegeta, which when they were fighting Jiren, which like, how on earth did these guys manage to get such sync with each other? Because they've never worked together. They've only like met up once again ever since, like, you know, there's a lot of time between the Namek arc and then the Golden Frieza movie, and then the Golden Frieza movie to when he's resurrected, which was literally in Dragon Ball time 1 hour ago. Him actually working in sync, they basically beating up Jiren, pow pow pow, and then Jiren's like, you know, he's trying to fight back, so he actually manages to, you know, try to get Goku and Frieza, but then, you know, Goku and Frieza, they separate, they split up, and then 17 comes into the middle and like completely blasts him, and like Jiren's freaking out, and like 17 shooting blasts at him, and like he lands into the pillar that's in the middle of the what's left of the ring, kinda.
Yeah, I love that part during that last episode when Frieza and Goku kind of broke away from attacking Jiren. Then all of a sudden 17 just throws a bunch of blasts, and the blasts are going along with them as they're flying toward or running towards Jiren. I thought that part was really awesome. I like that part a lot.
Man, I'm telling you, Yuya Takahashi is the best animator for Super. He made this thing look absolutely splendid.
Yep, the animation was really, really, really good in it. Not like how it was in the beginning with that Rush type anime. I couldn't stand that. But yeah, the anime got really nice, and this whole arc, the anime was very, very nice.
Especially with the end, how like Goku, he's as they they're finally taking out Jiren. Goku, he's flashing Super Saiyan on and off.
Yep,
Kind of trying to get some of his power back, and then they manage at the end. Goku, Frieza, take Jiren down with them. Goku, Frieza, they show Goku and Frieza eliminated, then Jiren also in the bleachers. And 17 was the winner of the Tournament of Power.
But nobody guessed that.
Yeah.
It was kind of random that he was. You thought he died because he didn't show up on the bleachers when he did that sacrificial part, sacrificed himself for Vegeta and Goku. So you would never thought 17 would have been the one that actually won this whole tournament.
I wouldn't have thought that Dragon Ball Super altogether would have made 17 such a lovable character, because like in Dragon Ball Z, he was really just a kind of a dick trying to be some kind of a dude with his pistol and stuff like that.
Yep. Changed a lot from Dragon Ball Z to Super. Really did like his character a lot in Super, though. I like that they brought him back, too. That was a smart move by Toriyama.
Especially with the Wish, where the Wish was predictable. It wasn't exactly all the... It kind of got me by surprise, because I didn't expect 17 to be there at the end. And what was that wish?
Wishing back all the other universes that just got erased. But we're not sure if it was every single universe, even the ones that were previously erased before this tournament.
Yeah, because like there was universes that 6 universes that the Omni King destroyed before before this entire Tournament of Power was a thing. And
what was there, a total of 20? Or was 18?
19,
okay.
I think, because like it was 6 universes plus 12. Yeah, it's 19.
All right.
Oh no, 18. My math is wrong.
Yeah, because each one kind of mirrored off each other. Each 2.
I hope they don't forget that detail. Like, please, writers, please do something with that detail so that we can get more Dragon Ball Super content. Like, there's so much more opened up, and honestly, we're gonna continue talking about the episode. But one of the things that kind of disappointed me was they never told us what that wish that Jiren desperately wanted with the Super Dragon Balls.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was kind of a really left out detail. I wish they could have kept. I wish they would have explained that. But I mean, maybe they'll wrap some of it up at least in like the Dragon Ball Super movie. Maybe Jiren will make a cameo, or they'll just talk about it when Jiren comes back. But
maybe. Hopefully they bring it up when Super returns, because that would be nice to find out what his wish was. I don't know if it was to be the strongest or something.
Yeah, but unfortunately with Dragon Ball Super, they tend to leave some stuff out. Like, they're probably... Maybe the manga will go over Jiren's wish, but I don't see the anime actually doing it, because they like to leave off loose ends with every single arc. Like, oh, I don't know, how did Trunks get Super Saiyan Rage? Oh, I don't know, how did Trunks just do the Spirit Bomb? It's the power of writing. That's how.
Isn't Toriyama kind of infamous for that?
It's not even Toriyama. It's mainly the folks at Toei. Actually, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks was not even in the original script. The people at Toei gave Trunks a transformation so that, he would be able to hold off Black and Zamasu while Goku and Vegeta returned into the past.
Yeah.
They needed some way so that, it wouldn't mess up the power scaling with Trunks being able to hold them off.
So they decided to throw that in there. It was cool seeing it, but no explanation.
That was really it for the episode, except for a couple of minor details where there was the credit scene, and as the credits were rolling, we got to see Pan punch Vegeta in the face, which was Vegeta having a gigantic bump on his forehead after getting hit by a baby. Man, his Saiyan pride. I can feel that hurt. I can feel that pain all the way from here.
His pride took a hit, literally.
And then...
That was corny. Had to do it.
Oh my gosh. And then 17. I'm not sure if like that. I want to assume that that boat that 17 was on was his boat, but at the same time that could have been Bulma's boat because they were all having a party and stuff like that on there because it's exactly how the very beginning of Dragon Ball Super started. Like, you know, the first arc started on a boat when they were fighting off with
with Beerus, Bulma's birthday party.
Yeah, so could that be his boat, or that I want to believe that's his boat, but at the same time, if like I would be lying if it says we got direct confirmation of that being his boat. So,
or maybe Bulma gave him the boat.
I hope so. Oh,
could be that.
Oh yeah, one thing we didn't talk about this. Frieza, he just like Whis just walks over to him with his staff, and then poof, Frieza returns back to life. His halo is gone. It's just his body, and then he's all healed up.
Yep, I thought that was pretty cool of them doing that. Actually, like giving a little thank you for helping win the tournament.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you noticed this, but like before Frieza was revived, if you looked at his tail was chopped off. But when he was
yeah, I noticed it. I was like, is his tail chopped off? I didn't. I wasn't entirely sure, but I guess it was chopped off.
Like, I guess Jiren stepped on it way too hard. And like maybe at one point Frieza, you know, he ripped his tail off so that he can get away from Jiren's nasty foot.
Yep, that could have been it.
All right. Well, speaking of Frieza, after the whole credits roll around, where really the only significant thing is 17 getting his boat. In my opinion, there was a lot of other, you know, nice stuff, but that was the most important detail. We had Frieza, basically saying, "Hello, my army. Your emperor has returned." And then, you know, he sits down in his seat, and we get this gigantic view of like him in space, and it's pretty cool. And then the music transitions to Goku and Vegeta talking. Vegeta essentially saying that Goku, like, he's asking Goku, why can't you use Ultra Instincts like anymore? And like Goku's like, well, I can't use it. I don't know how. Which I felt that was a little bit confusing because he was supposed to have mastered Ultra Instinct, and
because his hair turned the full color, and it just they were even saying it. The angels were saying it, Whis and everyone. So I guess he has to train more, or Whis is gonna have to help him out so he can fully transform into it whenever he needs to.
I think it was kind of a mistake of writing. Maybe that is what the form looks like, where you have mastery over attack and defense, but after that, like, if you lose, Goku loses access to it. So it's probably only going to be something that's going to happen whenever Goku is about to die, and he just gets back up and stuff like that. He just, whatever power, it's going to release his Ultra Instinct. Like, if there's an enemy like Kefla, or if there's an enemy, you know, like someone along those lines that it can rival that of the Spirit Bomb, then we can expect Ultra Instinct to return, perhaps in the movie, perhaps in the speculated series that is to come in 2019.
Yep. And that movie's supposed to come out December, right?
Yeah, December. Oh yeah, speaking of that movie, did you see what Vegeta said? He said that a Saiyan has no limits. That's the same thing that they said in the
Oh yeah, that's right. They're giving a little hint at the movie. So I guess the movie takes place after this tournament.
Yeah, it does. They've already confirmed that.
Okay. Which,
actually, about Vegeta saying that, you know, Saiyans have no limits, pardon me if I ask, but didn't he say that, you know, Goku and Vegeta were going to reach the limit when they were in the hyperbolic time chamber training before the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament?
Oh, I need to go back and watch it.
I know he said that.
He said that they're trying to reach their limit?
No, he said that they're getting close to their limit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another writing error.
Yeah, I think really if all they did was kind of get all of the ideas and then have one special writer to kind of mesh them up together so that, you know, it all seems consistent and through one point of vision, I feel like, you know, the whole series would flow a lot better, because you can't have, for another example, you can't have like Piccolo acting smart and things like that to help Gohan take down the two Namekians, but then the next episode would be a complete idiot and get knocked off by a bug.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let that go down.
That is true. That little tiny bug guy that they couldn't see. So who thought of it? Android 17.
Yeah, he just puts him in a force.
Figured it out.
Yeah, he just threw him off. That's why he's the MVP. He figured everything out.
Yeah, he really was. Because you didn't expect him to be as strong as he did, too. He really came in a lot of tough spots. He had some dope moments, some badass moments.
Yeah, you know, that's the question that remains. If Android 17 got knocked out and it was Frieza, would Android 17 still get the wish? Because he really was the real MVP. And they said that the MVP would get the wish. Like, we've seen it all the time in, like, basketball, where even though the guy who gets more hoops and stuff, he wouldn't have been able to get those hoops in there without that one guy to help support him, passing him the ball and things like that to get him there. That's what Android 17 was.
Okay. He definitely was the MVP of this tournament.
So anyway, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Dragon Ball coming back. You never thought it was going to come back either, and bam, we got it, what, 2015 or 2016? Didn't even feel like it went on this long, too.
Yeah, like this, literally the Tournament of Power was teased in 2016. You know, they started the build-up of the arc in the beginning of 2017, and then they really ended off at the beginning of 2018. How has this arc, it didn't feel that long, but it was really long.
It's like that was the main attraction for Super, pretty much.
Practically, and what a way to end off that arc.
Yeah, they did end it. They ended it pretty good, too.
Yo, I want to discuss the animation. So, you know how the animation in the movie that they showed off in the teaser, where the character models are less detailed, but it's more simpler so that the animators can get more dynamic movement?
Mm-hmm.
If they were to bring back Dragon Ball again in another series, in whatever shape, way, or form, would you like to see that animation used from the movie, that styling, into that series? Or do you prefer the older
if they could do some more dynamic animation with it, truthfully, I wouldn't mind it. I just love seeing nice artwork, and as long as it doesn't look like how Goku did when he was Super Saiyan 3 in the beginning of Super.
Episode 5.
I'd be fine with it. But I dig that anime style. It's pretty cool looking from the new movie. I like the new Super anime style as well. But I really wouldn't mind. It would be cool to see it in a different style of anime.
Yeah, well, anyway, Daredevil19, thank you so much for joining on this Dragon Ball Super discussion video.
You are very, very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Anyway, guys, go ahead and subscribe to Daredevil19 because he needs subscribers way more than me. So anyway, you guys, if you enjoy this video, do what people do when they enjoy videos. I don't even need to tell you. Anyway, guys, it's been Star Blast Studios and Daredevil19. I'll see you guys next time. Till then.